Hey everyone, I'm back, and I just realized my screwdriver's in the frame. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, it's another update. Thanks to you guys for tuning in for the previous one. Hits another 1K, and I'm close to getting to 300 subscribers here on my channel, so thank you all for subscribing, being a part of the crew. Well, not part of the crew, but part of the audience, because, this internet YouTube's been doing a lot of crappy stuff these days. You don't know what would happen, so... Yeah, I have a bunch of movies here. Mostly VHS stuff, but I do have a few DVDs and one Blu-ray. So, we'll call it like a home video update if you could. We're not, for now on also, I'm not going in any order this time, as that way I'll need to sort everything out. So, there's still Disney stuff in here. So, let's just get this all started. In fact, today was pretty special where I went to my local Goodwill, or Sears if you don't know there. As a lot of the movies I've gotten today are actually sealed. So, lucky me, lucky me. So, we might as well start with the only Blu-ray I've gotten today. Well, that fell. Let me put this somewhere. Here we go. And the first one we got is Chicken Little. Yep. Chicken Little, the Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. I had the DVD for a long amount of time. Of course, you know it. And now I have the Blu-ray in my hands. Chicken Little, yeah, it's a bad movie. I mean, it's the worst from Walt Disney Animation Studios, sure. But the one thing I got to admit is that they definitely tried their best to make what they could. This was their first computer animated film. They were losing a lot of money at that time. Mostly, let's see, well, some of the animated films that came out at that time. Poor viewership on ABC after the buyout. Just overall movies bombing like crazy. So Chicken Little was the first of a collection of Disney animated films to be released onto Blu-ray. It initially came out back in 2007. This is a later print from, I'd say, 2012, 2011. Around the time when 3D Blu-ray came out, because there was another version where it came with the Blu-ray and the DVD, but it also came with 3D Blu-ray. Though the thing is, you needed to get a 3D television, 3D glasses, a Blu-ray player, and a PlayStation 3, and HDMI cable. So you gotta go through all these loops and hurdles just to get it to play. But even though this is a later print, it still contains the original Blu-ray and DVD. So, still though, it's really neat. The next DVD here is one I want to get. Tron, the Special Edition. I wanted to either get this or the 20th Anniversary 2-disc set, but I didn't mind having one or the other. That and I've been wanting to watch Tron for so damn long. As, well, Tron is one of the most underrated, apparently, from the Disney live-action canon, as it initially didn't do so well back when it came out in 1982, but it became a hit on home video when it was released in 1983. So here's the discs. I don't know, it's just me, but they didn't even put like disc 1 or disc 2, so I'm hopeful that I didn't have 2 copies. So maybe when I get the chance, I'll just write disc 1 and disc 2 on the top there. So hopefully this movie's good. And the last DVD I've gotten is a neat one. Indiana Jones, The Adventure Collection. This was a 3-disc set released back in 2008. This basically contains the first 3 of the Indiana Jones films. So, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Of course, you could know I already own the VHS editions, but I might as well get them on DVD or Blu-ray just for the hell of it. This set was released, like I believe I said, back in 2008, and that was around the time when Paramount was starting to not do disc artwork for their DVDs, and they still don't do it to this day, aside from a special SpongeBob release. E.g., the first 100 episodes, basically the first 100 episode sets. But anyway, let's get on to the VHSs. The first one here is An Officer and a Gentleman. This was released back in 1981. And apparently it came out on VHS in 1982 or 1986, 87. This is a later print for 1990, though. This is actually one of my mom's favorite movies, so I'm lucky there. I've wanted to watch this one as well, so if she says it's good, it should be good. I don't know. As it is a older release, it does contain the older style of Paramount's labels, where it was vertical. Well, mine is still in later print from the 50th week of 1990, as it says. The next one is part of the Walt Disney Mini Classics, The Prince and the Pauper. Now, this was released back in 1990, where it was a companion short that came out with the theatrical release of The Rescuers Down Under. This was a part of a collection of ideas as part of a Gong Show pitch meeting that was held by Michael Eisner and Jeffrey Katzenberg in the 80s in order to rack up more in their movies, make them more frequently, and here we are. So this was, I believe, the second time Disney Mickey Mouse made a comeback in the theatrical game since 1983's Mickey's Christmas Carol, which, believe it or not, initially came out with The Rescuers' first theatrical re-release in 1983. And I've been wanting to watch this one for a while because of it. Well, that, and I believe this is one of the first times that Bill Farmer was the voice of Goofy, who still is the voice to this day. And the print date on mine is April 16th, 1991. And I believe this is one of the last of the mini classics that was ever released onto home video. The next one is a sealed tape, The Wild Bunch, as part of the Warner Brothers Western series. As you may see, it cost back then at $14.96. I only got this for $1, so how about that? I really pretty much got this just because it's sealed. That and yeah, I've been trying to bulk up a bit more when it comes to Westerns. This version came out in 1996, though as you may see, it was part of the 75-year advertising campaign, so I suspect the version I have here is a later print. I am not sure. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Let's leave this right here. So, yep, it contains a sticker label, and yeah, mine's a little bit of a later print. Yeah, May 14th, 1998. So, special offers inside. Oh boy. Let's see, buy one, get one free. Act 2. That's my preferred popcorn if you want to know. Life. Oh yeah, I believe they own Life magazine. Mad magazine. For 45 years, America's dumbest magazine. Oh, these are like 75, like, oh, I get it. Okay. A collection of other releases. You know, soundtracks. Basically a bunch of savings and offers. WB Sports. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It just comes with the movie and a book of special offers with the numbers 7 and 50 in them, but no problem. I still think I have a really nice release here. And it's still counted as an original release, if you really think about it. The next one is also a sealed tape, Shane, starring Alan Ladd, Gene Auther, and Van Helfen. Apparently, it's a 45th anniversary edition, according to the sticker here. It was originally released back in 1953, while the version here is from 1996. Let's see, let's open this one up. Really, if I think about it, whoever done the best Western? Like, what company is known for making some of the best at the time? I won't admit, I feel like MGM probably did. They probably had the best in everything back in the 30s, 40s, hell, 50s even. Okay, now all we need to do is remove the Paramount seal. If I can, there we go. Here's the tape. Pretty typical looking label. I believe mine's a later print too. Yeah, the 13th week of 1998. So mine's definitely a later print. But no matter. Still nice to have. So yeah, Shane. The next one is yet again another sealed movie. Three Men and a Baby from Touchstone Pictures, starring Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, and Ted Danson. This is another movie I've been wanting to see for a while. That night, personally knew Tom Selleck, excuse the fall, hope it didn't destroy the tape, as he's the voice of Adult Lewis in Disney's Meet the Robinsons. It was not only a joke in the movie, but it's also a topical joke. Is it a topical joke? I don't know. Here we go. Now, actually, I don't think we need the sticker as it's already pretty steep. Okay. Here's the tape. It uses the oversized labels that Disney did at the time. And according to the top, it was recorded on Scotch videotapes, so how about that? And mine does not contain a print date, believe it or not. So yeah, Three Men and a Baby. Next one is from Fox, or Studios, if you really think about 20th Century Studios. Independence Day, yep, from 1995. This was released in 1996 on VHS and Laserdisc. And this was another one I've been wanting to get, just would help. I've seen Independence Day, and it's not that great, but I do respect the visual effects. The effects are pretty impressive. Mine also came with a few inserts, which we'll take a look at. Here's the label. It's also a THX mastered tape, so the Wicked year code is the 41st week of 1996. It also came with this lenticular card. It says on the back, "The success of Independence Day has gone beyond anything we could have ever imagined. We knew that we were creating a very special film and are pleased that it has struck a chord with such a vast audience. Now, and in the years to come, we hope that you and those close to you will have the opportunity to enjoy this film over and over again." And it's also signed by the producer and co-writer and the direction and co-writer. It also contained a free poster offer. And a little insert here for the Club Fox. Pretty much a send-in offer to be a part of the fun, apparently, if they call it fun. Well, yeah, that's Independence Day. And the last tape, I believe, nope, we have one more. Well, two more. Well, let's just deal with this one. Robin Hood. This version I have here was released in 1991. This was the third time, that it was released under the Walt Disney Classics line. And it wasn't available for the longest time. Well, the movie came out in 1984, and it was the springboard, like the premiere title of the Walt Disney Classics line. And it got re-released in 1986, and then went back in the vault in 1987. But then, in 1991, they reprinted it, and it would continue to be released onto home video for years. And it didn't really go back in the vault until, like, I don't know, 2008, 2010, after the Most Wanted edition. It was a pretty popular title in the line. Keep in mind, it's an original print from May 14th, 1991. So yeah, what is like my third copy of Robin Hood? And the last tape is, don't worry, the last sealed tape, don't worry. Patton, starring George C. Scott and Carl Malden. Winner of 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture of 1970. And it was a winner on AFI's 100 Greatest Movies. For a while, I wanted to get Patton, although I wanted to get the single tape editions that was released like years later in the 90s. Because in the 1980s, as it was around the time when VHS mastering was a little bit harder to do, movies that were over like 2 hours long would split into two tapes. This, let me see, The Sound of Music, basically a lot of Roger Hammerstein movies, and this was one of them. But it wasn't until the 90s where tape mastering got a little better, and they were able to put the whole movie in practically a 3-hour cassette. So, there you go. And I heard it was a good movie too. It's considered one of the best movies from Fox. So, if I can get it out. Oh wait, the seal. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Anyway, we'll just. There we go. And it's just the tape. Okay. Yeah, it's literally just a cassette. Printed on the 26th week of 1998. So mine, I believe, is a later print. But yeah, there's patent. And that's pretty much it for the update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe, of course. Till then, I hope you guys stay safe out there. Hope you guys enjoy the summer.